Okay. I think I should be all set here. So, last time on stream, uh, just more stuff on the spider boss. Got it mostly finished. Off stream, I continued working on glow and lighting stuff. Also did the first design pass on setting costs and difficulties. So that's like having more powerful items cost more money and having them spawn later on in the game, and also fine-tuning the rate at which the player gains money, um, and making sure those things like roughly correspond. I can go through quick test run one to as example. So what did I? Oh, also yeah, I made the vine slightly glow. Also these leaf platforms glow based on your position on them, and they. It's harder to see in this one where it's brighter, but they glow more in general when you're stepping on them, regardless of your exact position. I think this is good to just make you moving throughout the like upwards more impactful. Fits. And one concern I had was that when I'm gonna die. One concern I had was that when I actually set item difficulties and costs, that there might be too few items to offer, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, no, that makes sense. That's the upgrade of what I currently had. Healthy seeds is not in yet, so all that looks good. The only problem is a known problem. Okay, I walked right into that guy. I think I also adjusted the background clouds in this level just to make it cover more of the background, get more overlap. I still think the woods background is a lot better, but I think these changes to the meadow help it. Also, like little faded out birds in the background. That are parallaxing and stuff. So yeah, this I think this shows off a lot of what we've done in the past week. So yeah, I guess I'm thinking in terms of what design stuff needs to happen before we're at our like feedback version. It would be the like overall enemy design of the meadow needs to be just touched up. We already have the enemies, but some of their behaviors need to be slightly tweaked. For example, these rats, like look, our rat here is just walking into. I mean, he hit me anyway. Good for him. But he's just walking into a wall. That movement behavior needs to be improved slightly. The lighting is partially fixed, but not completely. You'll see what I guess you can probably notice as this our main effect here goes to like the various platforms and stuff. It is lighting, but it's no longer over lighting. But that is not all we need to have the lighting done. We also need to add lighting more places and generally fine-tune the lighting properties. Another background effect I'd like in this level, especially Meadow 2, would be a lightning flash. Like you could flash the background white. Ooh, why is his material broken? I guess that's a note I can make. Material broken. I think I probably copied his eye material to do the eyes for the mosquitoes in the next level, the woods. he's either like referencing the new one and it's not working as expected, or I accidentally changed the original. Gotcha. The dash block stuff, so you no longer need to exactsies time your dash. I think the difficulty of this is a lot more where it should be, but we just hit an example there, something we gotta fix, which is the way we need to slightly tweak the way these spikes work. I think it's probably kind of potentially confusing that the little spikes can be dashed through. Potentially counterintuitive. I mean, sure, they don't glow, but I don't know. I don't know if that's something I want to keep. Whoa. I hit a time speed up there. That was weird. Anyway, we can go to the woods really quick. Just jump through the rest. So yeah, I think these mushrooms weren't properly glowing before. These guys' animations are a little messed up. Mosquitoes, I think I used to have glowing with teal eyes to match their color, but it blended in too much with the light green of the main vine, and I wanted to keep that. So now they have orange eyes instead, which I think looks fine as well. I might do a thing, because if we want yellow to be money, like glowing yellows for money, and then we can do maybe glowing orange for enemies, enemy eyes in particular that aren't dash break, and then red for dash break. So like the wasps, as another example, we would change their eyes from red to orange and have them also glow. So yeah, I guess what I want to work on today is, wow, those guys, their range is too small. What I want to work on today is the bosses. So we have 4 pretty functional bosses, but they don't have their design tuning yet. I mean, I guess the first round of bosses, like the rat boss and the burrower, I've had more thought put into that than the wasp, at least. The spider is probably in an okay-ish place. I think I just randomly put his health at 8. I don't know if that's a good number. But yeah, so we want to go from just like, yeah, all the stuff works, to all the stuff is like an appropriate difficulty, and like relative to where it appears in the game, and you can't get soft locked, and minimize on any confusion. That's not good. And the B probably has the most work to do. Anyway, we just intro and quick playthrough. So the next thing I want to do as sort of like the prelude to boss changes is let's go through each of the bosses one by one, looking specifically for problems, and then fix those problems. It's either Rat King or Rat Boss. So there's one of them where it has 2 different names, and I deeply regret it. Okay, so we already have this from last week. I believe the glow does not work. It kind of works, but yeah, it's not correct. So what do we have here with our Rat Boss? The ad behaviors seem fine. Maybe they should go a little bit quicker. That was weird. I Oh, I guess I parried the thorn wall. That's something to do. Oh yeah, interesting. Okay. So thorn wall is thorn floor in bosses is parryable, leading to a super jump on parry, make not parryable. Cool. Up there. Our rats should probably move faster, I think. Both of them. And we can maybe set their speed with the phase. So let's make a note of that. And we'll start with like rougher notes, and then we'll condense those notes into finite tasks. I think the note I've had on this in the past has been these rats are not dashable. Maybe it should be a different color than yellow. Okay, the other rats are dashable, that's good. And yeah, so I was saying the note I've had in the past is in general this should be both more dangerous and faster. So that just means it firing its attacks more often. Reduce the length of these delays. Got me. Speed up fight. Have it kill itself faster, but be more threatening the whole time. I think it'd be good to have like less break between attacks, less warning, just to sell sort of like the chaos of the situation. And also, since you just need to survive, it's not like you have to line up your hit and get a hit in. Alright, so making that the projectiles have the wrong glow. I think the arena is fine-ish. I'm wondering if there are any changes I would want to make. It feels a little barren. It feels like it's underusing the space a little bit. I could maybe scoop it, like there's definitely room to move everything up one, but I guess the dude needs jumping room as well. Also, having some dead space at the top gives you more like advanced warning on some of the stuff that's coming at you. But I don't know. I think I'd probably leave it like this for the first version and see if I get feedback on it. Anyway, anything else? The rest of this seems pretty much fine. I just need to do this stuff faster. It also needs to be vulnerable to items. So like if you do zap it, you can make it go slightly faster. You can't dash it obviously, but that's gonna be a separate thing. So I don't think I'm doing that today. Main boss's glow is wrong as well. Okay, so I think if we bucketize this, it's, we could say adjust, fix, add bugs, and adjust, add movement, fix glow, and then speed up boss timer. Maybe reduce health. And then I'll add a note, remap health to be hurting self in increments of 1 or 2, currently like 20s, which would make items useless when they can eventually hit bosses. Okay, not too much for the racking. Let's go to the burrower. So we already know about his eyes are messed up. I think I'm gonna. And now, what about the question of the spikes? Do we want a mixture of? Oh, whoops! I didn't switch levels. Do we want a mixture of small spikes and large spikes still? Or we do it might just be simpler if he only sends out large spikes. Then maybe he's gotta shoot at you. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I think small spikes are kind of a problem with dash bonk and potentially being unclear. I think maybe we give him a forward projectile as well, so it can kind of be high, low, or rest, in which case you can get your hit in. And then maybe we can feedback that with eye color, like to give warnings. That seems very doable. So I think I like that. Let's say replace small spikes with projectile forward. So this spikes threaten from below. Projectile will have slight arc to mostly threaten from above. Add rests, breaks in the sequence to open free avenue of attack, and then use eye color to warn about attack pattern. I think that's it with this guy. Maybe just slightly less health, slightly fewer delays. This less so than the Rat King, but also just needs to be sped up a little bit. Okay, Spider Boss. See where our boy's at. Jumps in. Hit him. He only has 2 health because of where he was at testing wise. He needs his own projectiles. Those are the mushroom projectiles. Okay, so set appropriate max health. Replace projectiles. Fix jump animation drag. Anything else? The rest of this is fine. Oh, we got. Oh yeah, I remember we have spiders come up from the bottom, but they'll come up from the bottom forever. These other spiders want to give them timed life so they only can do one sequence. So we will pause. P3 spiders from below. P3 spiders from below. Oh, should die after one perimeter walk. Give them an appropriate amount of timed life. Oh, and the other thing was, there are like delays before and after every jump. So I'm gonna say, reduce pre-jump delay if you got hit. That's like sort of towards the goal of it. It's not like completely rewiring its movement when it gets hit. It's not like going straight to a cubby, but it at least will make it overall get in the cubby quicker and be vulnerable for less time, since the player's already gotten in a hit in anyway. Got it. Oh, also we want to make spider not collide with center platform so it can be moved down 1 to 2 units. The reason this is so high up is because if I move it down, then it messes up the spider's jump arc. He hits the edge. But that makes it kind of like useless in the context of the fight. And even at the end, like you can barely get up there. It might as well not be there. So we can have sort of the best of both worlds where we move it down so it doesn't mess up the spider's jump because we changed the collision, but like since it's moved down, it's actually useful in this like level layout. Okay, I think that's all I got for spider. If there's anything else. Oh, whoops, I guess I just put it under. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's whatever I want it to be, right? Wasp. I guess it's not wasp. It must be bee. Okay. Actually, thinking about it, I should make sure the background is what I want it to be. Oh, I guess I need to just go to my GSM and set the override to whatever this level would be. So if we're 0, 1 is Meadow, 2 is the first boss, 3, 4 is Woods, so it'd be 5. Yeah, that gives us the trees back there, but they're not lit, because the global lighting in here is messed up. So B-Boss, Wasp, fix global lighting in general. Fix red dash break glow on B ads. Adjust orbit count and speed. Adjust max health. Probably goes on a little too long. And then we're also gonna say, maybe even up here, rework arena to tight with current platform count. Anything else? Do we have thorn floor here? looks like we don't. Nope, no thorn floor, so add thorn floor. Anything else? Thinking about it. Well, I guess here, let's go through and see. Oh, bastard got me. Those guys look red and they should not. Oh, I guess they are. They should be red, yeah. Can't dash to the wall. And wall ads. Timing's bad. Those guys are supposed to be blue, pretty sure. They're supposed to be a different color. So we'll pause. Make orbit attack ads a different color. Anything else? Oh, the bee's eye should glow for sure. And that should be used to telegraph attacks. Green eye glow. Use eye glow for telegraph. Otherwise, I mean, like, bees... I think the combination of attacks is threatening enough. I think maybe more attacks from sides, fewer spinning orbit. It's too hard to get a hit in. Maybe it would change with telegraphs where you would know right before it's about to spin a bunch. But I don't know, in the current state it's pretty rough. Trying to think where this goes. I don't think it actually can be made common, because I don't want to make any, like, I think about it, and the rat boss is a particle system. The bee queen is like a very you know, multiple piece composite object. Burrower could flash white easily, no problem, in a common path. And Toka the spider probably, but yeah, I don't know if I can make this generic. I'm just gonna add it to each. And also I'm gonna move this up. I'm gonna leave notes down here for like future notes. Even faster with phases. Yellow rat's not dashable. Speed up fight, I believe we have. Yeah. rat projectiles and main boss. And then we just, to each of them, just add flash white on damage. If we can reuse some of them, great, but I don't know if the, I guess. I was gonna say the queen has like such an exaggerated damage animation and it actually changes the phasing of the fight that maybe doesn't need that feedback, but like, I don't know, why not? It should make the dash feel like it hits harder. Alright. So yeah, I think we'll probably just go in order. I don't know, maybe jump around later, but yeah, just start with the wrecking. But I do just want to take 5 real quick here. Just sort of like separate the first bit. And I ran out of water. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I just saw you in there. I don't know how long you've been there. I like, I never look at that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get water and pee. We're fixing up the bosses today. Ah, gotcha. Well, bad time to join, but I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Was that 3 to 5 minutes? I have no idea. Maybe. Anyway, let's go into Rat King. So... Yellow rat's not dashable. That should be an easy one. There's just some property. How much do I have left? I guess, for what milestone? For the full game? So much, dude. Oh my god. Oh, I guess so much content, but like very few guts. And also content is only really the levels. I feel like I probably have enough items, minus the boss items I don't have yet, that I could ship with it. It's something like high 30s, maybe, like 40s of like actually fairly impactful items. Although I guess there's some of them are lines of upgrades of each other. So items pretty good. Bosses, I got 4 out of 10 in a decent state, and I'm trying to polish them up today. Still not really like release polish though. This is really just getting them functionally solid. And then 3 more levels. Like it goes woods, peak, space, and then vine. So each of those levels needs about 15 platforms to have enough platforms to spawn into the world to make it feel like there's like variety. And it's probably going from my previous examples with the woods and the meadow. That's like probably a half a Saturday or a full Saturday to do a whole level's worth of those platforms. Yes, yeah, dude. It was crazy that I don't know. There were just so many bits I underestimated, but you know I learned from this, and next time when we're talking about whatever next project I work on, and you're like, why are you making like a match 3? And I'm gonna be like, cause look how goddamn long Vine game took to make. And I thought it would be simple too. I thought like, oh, you jump up. That's a relatively simple thing. You jump up. But no, it's not the case. But the feedback version, like the version I'm gonna send to like friends and family and stuff to try and ask for that first round of feedback, actually very close. I think I'm hesitant to make estimations because I failed them so much, but I think it is realistic to get that by the end of this week. So I might be hitting you guys up to ask for some feedback at the end of this week for these first 2 levels of the woods, the meadow, and these 4 bosses. And then the plan would be based on people's feedback and just doing 2 more weeks of polish. I can upgrade from like a friends and family feedback version to like a publicly available feedback version end of May, like right before I travel. And then while I'm traveling, I'm gonna any like free time I have, like I don't know, in like diners and coffee shops and stuff, I'm gonna like start reaching out for like getting store page stuff and setting up accounts at stores or whatever. Um, so yeah, I'll try to keep progressing marketing and publishing type work while I'm traveling. Um, but yeah, the hope is end of week friends and family feedback version, end of May public feedback version. And but that's only 2 out of 5 levels. But again, it's not like I'm only 40% done. You know what I mean? There's so much guts that 2 out of 5 is much more than 40%. Oh, what happened to your PC? Did it break? I thought you got it made by like a place. Should be like ultra reliable. But anyway, enough future planning. Waking from sleep. I just make my interesting. Interesting. Did you try and just flatten it, or do you not want to? Gotcha. Yeah, it can be annoying, but I try and put like as much stuff as possible in like repos and on. Oh yeah, sure, sure. It's just the drive. Although I doubt it's any hardware problem. It's probably an OS problem, I would imagine. Uh, oh, personally, I never let my computers sleep. I just turn them off or let the screen go to sleep. But yeah, in my experience, too many apps do not handle being put to sleep well anyway. So I'm not really even saving anything over just powering up. Because like I basically am gonna have to close the apps anyway, because the apps ain't gonna make it through the sleep. But I haven't done it in a while, so maybe it's better now. Once Windows actually booted, it was fine. Can you? I'm guessing you can get into like BIOS and stuff, right? And boot menu. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you have the right idea that especially if it's under warranty, like why even bother um, diagnosing this? It's like basically a job that you have already paid for. Anyway, why aren't you dying, jumping rat? What's going on with you? You have this health trigger I see, but no health. That seems like probably the problem. Wow, this is overloaded. Well, I guess not. All these things make sense. Oh, you're really busy with other stuff? Still, I feel like my PC is my main tool in anything I have to get done. Anyway, the fix here, I believe, on our first problem is we're going to add a health component to our jumping rat, give him a health of 1. And basically the bug here was before I was relying on my dash to just kill anything. That's how the dash works. It says, when I hit you, you die. Because that worked in the first level when stuff only had 1 health. But then when I wanted to give stuff multiple health, like the bit ball, or have it like properly interacting with bosses, we needed to change it from kill everything to deal 1 damage to everything. Um, and then we just give stuff we want instant killed 1 health. Oh, are you like, do you have like a bounty or a contract or something? Let's see if we fixed our problem there. Here our boys come. Dang, they didn't die. What the heck? Oh, I need to actually destroy on death. I was wondering whether I should make this behavior default. I don't know. Wow, that's very interesting. Are you still working at the main place or not? Okay, now they die, but they don't die nicely. Not animating. Like, I at least want them to shrink. Ah, I gotcha. That's cool. That's super ambitious of you. Um, did you just find that in like a job search? Oh, cool. Would you, if they could take you on full time, would you be interested in moving there? Like switching over? I feel like these guys should have play animation on destruction, yeah. Okay. Why is this not happening? Maybe it is. Let's see. That's cool. Yeah, definitely good. Well, yeah, but that's always how it's gonna be. Uh, I uh, I just heard in our team meeting this week that they put out an offer to one of the manager candidates, so I'm gonna be getting a new manager soon. Here's hoping that doesn't go bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like go probably try pretty hard for at least a little bit to make a good impression. Because I feel like I've lost all my goodwill that I could have traded on before, right? I had like a sort of a long history of being a tryhard with my previous manager and skip manager and stuff, but with this, like that's worth nothing to the brand new guy. So we're looking at play animation on destruction. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because destroy on death is sending out flag 0. Oh wait, but the required flag is -1. Shouldn't that mean no flag required? Destroy callback base if required flag is -1 or it matches. Yeah, so -1 should be fine. Oh, that reminds me, I should close all tabs with this and this so I can zoom in a bunch. So it looks like it should be firing. Let's see why it's not. Oh, I guess I didn't even look to see if there were any errors on the console. That's what I should check first. Hey, by the way, how did that situation end up resolving? Is it just status quoing how it was before, pretty much? Where's your animation bars? Game object. Is it that? No. Oh yeah, I meant more with the manager in general, and the other thing, I guess too. But okay, no error in the console. Is your animator broken? Do you not have this animation? Shrink and fade. No, you do. Do you not have enough time? Hmm. Do you have multiple destroyers, perhaps? There's one. Oh, yeah. You get out of here. I should make that an assert or something. Basically, there are some components that, like, subscribe to a destruction event on these destroyer objects. But if there are multiple destroyer objects, it might be subscribing to the wrong one. I guess it's an open question as to whether I should change the like listeners to subscribe to every destroyer, or if I should just be more careful with the destroyers I add. Um, but I think this is the answer. For now, I'll definitely have to do a review later. Uh, when I try and reintegrate whatever portion of this tech I want to into like the common tools path. But I feel like this. Why aren't you doing that? I feel like this. Has kind of my experience making this game has sort of undermined my faith in the common tools path. Um, there are definitely some situations where it's great to have. I love having it. Uh, but there are other situations where I try and use a common tool and I end up like having to try and bend the scenario to fit in so it can be solved by the common tool and then when I really just should have written a new thing. Um, Can I put destroy on death on the parent? Yes. Okay, so that's what I'll do. And nuclear throne is great music. How far along are you in that lockout? I guess that's a nice thing too, is if I end up not liking my new manager, I can always make, well, it's not that I can always, it's not a 100% guarantee or anything, but I can at least try to move to a different team. So like I can, potentially change my circumstances without like doing a complete reset and blowing everything up. I mean, blowing everything up is a bit of a overstatement, but I think you know what I mean. Like a way to sort of maintain the status quo but get out of a potential bad manager situation. Are you even so you should not be spawning money. How did I break that? But at least our guys are dying again and triggering their events and stuff. Game is not visible. Oh, I was thinking about it matters where my mouse is, so I was just like playing the game with my keyboard and my mouse was like randomly over Unity. Anyway, we fixed our first problem, but now they're not spawning money. Why were they spawning money before? Oh, the parry super jump. See, can I do that 100% of the time? Nice. I have no idea where that money came from. It's those are the bugs that worry me the most, where it just like I feel like it randomly happens once and I can't get it to happen again, and I have no idea what made it happen the first time. It's like that's gonna happen to some portion of users. Just because I can't repro it in 2 tries doesn't mean it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I don't know, but there's gotta... If you think about it, the granularity I would need to know why did you just spawn money, like, I would need meta tools to even, like, parse the crazy spew of stuff that would come out of it. Alright, I don't know where that money came from. All I can do is hope it repros again. But the yellow rats not being dashable is fixed, first thing. Next up, let's look about increasing the movement speed and increasing the movement speed with phases. Let's go to rat boss controller. Add prefab base. Prefab's enemies rat. Interesting. Why isn't it spawning money? It should be. Are you making it? Is it like making it spawn no money? No. Weird. So now I'm in like the how did this ever work mode. It should have been, why is it not spawning money? But see, this right here, this is where the freaking time goes. You think like, oh, just make the next boss, but then like you randomly get, why the heck is this random guy, why is this not working? It just, every time you add a new thing, you potentially break old things. But that'll be less and less true when I'm finally 100% done all the guts. Okay. Interesting. This does not have spawn money on destruction or whatever. So I guess no rats spawn money on destruction? I thought oh no, yeah they do. On the main parent. Oh, I'm looking at graphics, that's why. Interesting. No idea why that wouldn't be firing. Maybe I'm disabling it? I guess not. Oh, on death, not destruction. No. It's not this. Guess not. Well, I have no idea why that's the case, but we're gonna fork the object anyway. So I can go deal with the rat problems in the context of the rat. And I'm gonna make the rat add for the boss. It's just a distinct entity. And you know what? If I am messing with that anywhere, it'll crash as soon as I remove it, so it'll show me. Oh, we're in the part 2 of Nuclear Throne where it gets weird. Let's switch over to something else. Super Meat Boy have good music? I don't remember. It's been so long since I played that game. I guess like I was playing it in college. It's fine. Anyway, we're gonna go to our rat. We're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna call it rat boss rat. We're gonna move it from enemies to boss's rat. And we accidentally moved it to the parent directory. And then here in the controller where we get it, we change the path. Then we'll get rid of the money thing. Spawn money on death, get out of here. And then what else did we want to do? We wanted to make him move faster than the average rat. So that is his movement here. It's at 3. Let's make it 5 instead. See if that seems fine. Jumping rat moves at 4, so it's supposed to be a little bit faster. Let's put it at 6 and see how that feels. I feel like they should have to be grounded. I can see their movement taking over. That seems fine. It is pretty fast, but I still am not threatened. Maybe I'll feel threatened when I turn it up more. Oh, blasted. And they're all going right, I think. Is that the case? Yeah. None of them are going left. Oh my god, stop blasting me, bro. Okay. Let's fix that. Why are you all going to the right? Here in init basic add. Why? Oh, yeah, here. I say right, it's 50-50. Why is that not working? Let's see some spawn. Pause. Take a look at one of them. Switch to debug inspector. Oh, I'm selecting the graphics, select the main object. Specific direction, it should be moving to the right, sure. Do any of these say they should be moving to the left? For the yellow ones? There is one, I just gotta make it more prominent, I think. It's very understated. I should add that to the list of... Okay, yeah. Prove rat spawn feedback or telegraph. Make much more prominent. Pretty much, yeah. Above it's not. I was thinking about no, yeah. I think you're right that I should the ceiling attack should be smarter about picking location. And I was even thinking of maybe giving them like a little ant farm like esque maze to go through. So like say there are only 3 spots they can pop out at, and you can kind of see them walking through like tunnels on their way, so you get tons of warning. Um, maybe add more stuff above so they can walk on screen for a while before falling out of a very obvious position out of limited choices. But why? But that's is not my biggest concern here. My biggest concern is why are they all going to the right? What's the deal with that? Let's print it out and see if it's at least rolling. Is it rolling left half the time and being overwritten, or is it rolling right all the time? No, yeah, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3. It's rolling right appropriately about half the time, but something is immediately overwriting their movement direction to be right. So let's see if we can find that. Nothing, none of these components I am looking through obviously seem like the cause. I guess I just need to break in set direction and see the call stack. Oh, annoying. Actually, if I think I can break here, right? You'll know what to do. Well, one day the domain will complete. Oh, there we go. Bastard. As soon as I start complaining about it, it finishes to make me look dumb. and then, and then, as soon as I give it its due, it goes to complete the domain again. Why? Okay. Set direction. Where's my call stack? Why do I not see that? Alright, see you later, man. Thanks for checking in and saying hi. Why do I not see the call stack, though? It's supposed to be here. And why is... I guess I have to go in here? Nope. Maybe view? Oh, yeah. There's the call stack. No, it's not. That's call hierarchy. It's something else, I guess. Why? I'm gonna have to look this up. I feel dumb. Stack window, Visual Studio. What happened to my stack? Control Alt C. Oh, that's also the command to clear my clipboard. That's probably how I lost it. All right, so on a knit basic add, we are... Oh, wait. We never said to the left. I think this assumes that they face left by default, but that's not the case. That's what happened here. So one fix would be just having them always be left by default, but I'd rather just like cover the bases that we don't care about what the default properties are, and we'll just always set it to what we want it to actually be. Alright, now we are back to going both directions. This guy's stuck because we messed up our rats are no longer checking for that. So let's re-add that. That was not my... I think I removed that thinking I didn't need it, but I do. Raycast... Movement direction, maybe? Let me double check what this does. Seems like this does nothing. Who's calling this? Oh, swap movement direction on movement blocked. Okay, sure. Okay, they are not flipping because I didn't properly set the raycast mask. It should be world. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. And also, I want to give them... I want their movement to be asleep until they're grounded. Because they move... There's like a delay in their movement, so they don't start trying to move right away. But... they move almost immediately. And it makes their spew arc look dumb. Especially as I have increased the movement speed. It just emphasizes that even more. So the fix there. So look at our movement and check about what we want is, I guess, grounded. Add the ability to check if you're grounded, and then I think we need a new component here that is create C# script, disable movement until grounded. And this should be relatively simple to throw together. Private QJump grounded, grounded, on, awake, we'll get our grounded, and we'll get our movement. Okay. Get our grounded, get our movement, and then we say grounded on land plus equals, we'll just rename this on land. Here we say move enabled is false, and here we say move enabled is true. And when we die, we unsubscribe. I don't know if we actually need to if it's the same object, but what's the harm? And then the thing that is enabling his movement after delay, we got to get rid of it. Get rid of this. All right, let's see. Does that fix it? Yeah, they're getting spewed until they land, and then I guess they're moving. None of them are switching directions. Let's see it again. Yeah, I mean, seems fine to me. I guess I actually want to change this to only allow or movement requires grounded. Because that's, I don't really want them moving when they fall either. And we'll have to rename the script as well. So I'm going to close this or it's going to confuse Visual Studio. Alright, there we go. Oh, and I guess the rat. Okay. So not moving at all. Oh, but it didn't work. What happened? I didn't even change the code, so... what did happen? Gave the dude the thing. I have no conception. Oh, you know, sometimes you can't have the prefab open. No, but those guys aren't moving for sure. Are they the component I expect? Yep. Movement requires ground. Are we getting any errors? No. Why would this break? Do you think you're landing? Hello, Jappy CJ? Sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. My username I always used when I was first a kid, and I've held on to all this time, is QBZ. And I was just trying to pick a random combination of letters that wouldn't be taken on AOL. Anyway, these guys still aren't moving. But why? Here's the awake register. Awake, awake, awake. But I guess grounded is never hitting. The land thing. Yeah. So maybe their grounded check is wrong. Because I didn't set their properties. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This never worked. Its grounded layer was set to nothing. So yeah, definitely didn't work there. I always said it's grounded layer to something. Does it say it's grounded in fluid stuff? No, it does not. Maybe. Still wrong. Maybe it just needs a bigger radius. I don't really need it to be precise here. Why aren't you grounded, rats? Subcircle radius distance maybe is too large. I think the answer is just that one of these properties is raw. I should look in the scene view. That'll let me see the circles. All right, there. Pause. You. Why aren't you grounded? I guess it's not showing me any circles. Oh, here, I have it right here. Let's take a look. I thought you were debug drawing, are you not? Yeah, so something. Yeah, we are debug drawing circles unless maybe this is wrong. Special case for one subcircle. Let's try making it 2 subcircles. Makes no difference. But now, is it at least debug drawing? Yes, it is. And it's just in the wrong place. Right? We want these to be further down and smaller. Which probably, yeah, that's probably fine. Something like that, maybe. Dang it, nope, that's not it either. Why not? Oh, okay, it's just, I not enough of the parameters. In making it smaller, I ate up all the moving it down, so it didn't move down enough. So let's just keep the size, but move it down 2 more bits, and that should be it. And if he moves, that also confirms that our problem was with, dang. Nope. Okay, now it clearly should be in there, but it's not. Because this is marked world no ledge grab, that's why. We need to update their mask, or like what layers they're targeting to include not just world, but also world no ledge grab. Okay, and with that, I think we should be finally good. Oh, interesting. They even avoid killing themselves there. I like that. And, oh, one of them didn't know. Oh, because we're not including this either. What is it? Like one-way platform or something? Okay, so yeah, our mask is wrong still. Something like one way? I don't know, let's just look. With enemy parent. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll add that layer as well. Actually, maybe we shouldn't add it to the movement swap. But we do add it to the grounded check. And when they are swapping direction here, they are sometimes getting a little stuck. See that? Yeah, that I don't like. So we either need to move it over a little bit. It needs to go a teeny bit over in either to the left or the right. We want them falling through. It seems like we probably do. Because it makes them go all the way across the middle. But if they stay here, then this is like a safer spot. I guess bottom is definitely more dangerous than the leaf platforms, so I guess I want them to stay up on the leaf platforms for more time. So the answer is to move these over a little bit towards the wall, not away from the wall. So it's at 8. What if we move it to 825 or 8.5? I can see that wasn't going to make a difference. And 8.5. All right. Now let's see if the rats consistently. I think they should switch direction on the wall now. Oh, nope, he gets stuck. Or that one did at least. Oh, I think that's a... I don't think that's a real problem. I think that's just a problem of the bosses starting before the vine and the platform spawned in. Oh no, that guy's still there. What's wrong with you, bud? What's happening? Oh, you just need to spread out. Okay, so we need to check the grounded a little bit more, change that to basically cut it. Right now it's just in the middle of the guy, so he can like get stuck. So we just increase that a lot. And I think that should be a good enough thing so they don't get stuck there. Alright, yeah, I like that. I definitely like them switching directions on the wall. It makes them feel a little bit smarter, and it more evenly distributes the threat across the arena. So good stuff there. I like everybody moving a little bit faster. Cool. So yeah, we are... I guess the next bit then is to make them move faster with more phases. So let's go to our phase data. Jumping rats, inlet, on shoot, self-damage, size. And I guess the other bits are... Ooh, I think we actually do want to make it a little range, because one of my other problems I was seeing there is I didn't like that the rats from the spew would clump, but if you give them different variable move speeds, they inherently don't clump. And also it'll add to the feeling of chaos, I think, a little bit. It'll be like less ordered. Like the bees should be ordered. That's what bees are about. But this is just like the room being flooded with rats, which would be chaos. So we're going to add 2 new attacks. So that is base rat speed and jumping rat speed. So basically how this attack data struct works is that it can just like automatically roll for you a value between the 2 things you give it. And so I would say like attack data at this index associated with whatever attack I'm talking about, give me a value, and I can like have different values for different phases. So our current guy here, our base rat, I believe is going 5. Yeah, 5. So we'll say 4.5 to 5.5. Base speed, base rat speed. And then we copy this and have like 5.25 to 6.75 for our jumping rat speed. Add them here as well. Copy both. So I think we want to make it go faster in general, but also increase the variance. So this is centered around 5. Let's say we want it to be centered around 5.5, but only move this up 0.75. 0.25. So I think we just need to go to 625. That is, yeah, so that's both a wider range and a higher average. And if we repeat the same pattern here, where this already kind of had a, let's say we're going to 6.5, then we need total range of 2, right? So it'd be 7.5. And then this is already probably getting pretty. Oh wow, there's 4 phases. Why? That's so silly. That seems like whatever. It's fine. Let's just keep creeping these values up, but like probably get a bit more conservative here. Where I don't know, we'll say 0.1 in this direction, 0.2 in this direction, 0.25. It's fine, whatever. And then I'll say 0.15 to give it up to 5 base. But we'll do a whole 0.35 that way. 0.5 to get to 7.5 and go to like 825 or something. Seems fine. Okay, but then we're not doing anything with that, right? We need to go to where we have a knit basic add. Say spawn add. Get component and children. Q move I movement. Set speed, which is going to be get phase data, get current phase, get attack, or I guess get coef. Say just floats. We'll put it into 2 lines because it's going to get long. And this is in both cases. We don't need it to be conditional. But we also need to do this for our other guy. So it's like init jumping or something. I'll just find the other init. Oops, I skipped over it. It's like init special add, I think. Oh, and I lost my dude. We should pin this. So is it init special? Init again. Just following the call chain. I guess these guys don't need to be initialized at all. Oh, we'll just do it here. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, we just have the same code except we're getting the base rat speed. We want the jumping rat speed. All right. Let's see how that affects things. They are faster for sure. This is probably too fast to start with. Maybe it's not. I mean, maybe that's the benefit of having 4 phases, where you can just chill in the first, like, for the first and second phase type deal. Although variable speed makes it so they sometimes don't make the final jump. And looked I don't really care. Oh, one of our boys have gotten stuck. Let's review that. Alright, yeah, so it looks like we are spreading out stuff, like, is more spread out, yeah, so that's why we've seen less of that bug. But it's still not spread out enough to be, like, representative of the actual rat's, like, feet. Let's try 1.1. Maybe this isn't too fast. We're gonna turn up the telegraphs for the golden rats. Maybe it's fine. guess I can, we're seeing some jumps be like overshot. Like this is like overshooting for the threat area, so I think they want a little bit less jump force. Since they have more speed. Ah, this guy's still getting stuck. What the heck? Alright. How close are we? Yeah, if I spread it out enough, it will be, but, you know. Let's before someone actually gets stuck, let's just look at their feet. As they spawn in, and see if they look right. Okay, yeah, I mean, maybe it's too low now. I mean, it's fine. Oh yeah, the other thing, let's reduce the jumping rats' jump speed, since they will have a lot more horizontal speed. They need less jump force. Yeah, that looks good. They're still making their jumps. Oh, I guess they're making that jump. That sucks. Maybe I just make this only one below. Is this two below? What do we make this one below? Oops. Yeah, I mean, they still make it. Maybe they wouldn't have made it before because of their lack of vertical speed. Or horizontal speed, I mean. Oh, man. Ooh, this is definitely getting harder. Maybe too hard. Which reminds me, you know, let's... If the plan is to reduce at least this first, like, intro phase speed, we should do that now to make sure no problems appear in terms of making jumps or not, like making all these like folly jumps. Seems fine so far. Ah, they don't make the last jump, but that's okay. Maybe that's something we can fix in the arena. There's no reason that... Oh, I guess... I wonder if it has to be that high. Alright. So this is now the new safest spot, right? Down here. Turn up the speed. So that's this third number attack timer. Make it lower across the board. I want him doing stuff all the time. This is too long. Is he stuck? No. Oh, I guess it's counting stuff like spawning rats. It's not just jumping. That means I can probably make it even lower. Yeah, let's shave off another. I mean, like maybe we want to. Maybe we'll end up bringing down these projectile counts, but I care way more about there being a feeling of like constant action rather than necessarily that action being mega impactful in each individual instance. This is like the swarmy guy, right? So that's what it should be, death from 1,000 cuts. Also, let's see how long it should take. I guess I can't really feel how long it should take without readjusting the health. Because I won't have like representative length of phases and stuff. I won't be feeling properly threatened. So let's go to a rat boss and reduce his health from like 200 or whatever to I don't know, 12. Because then here at 80% of 12 be 9.6, so 3 damage, and we can have him dealing 2 damage to himself in the first phase. And then here 50% would be 6, so we can, I can do 2, but then we'll do 1 for these later phases. And this, that may, at 12, this will only be the final hit, but that's probably fine. Okay, let's see how this feels. I feel like I should give this more Y force. I mean, I guess it's random. Alright, so far so good. Ah, got me. Ugh. My problem's cascade. Yeah, I think we turned down some of these counts, especially the ceiling. But leave the frequency like this. Or even maybe slightly faster frequency. It is overwhelming right now, but we are also getting towards the end. But it's the ceiling that's really the killer. So let's turn down... I think I want a similar or even slightly more jumping rats, but across the board way fewer ceiling rats. Okay. We have 4, 6. It's fine. The shoot doesn't really, it's not that big a deal. Spew on land is like the main source of rats, so I think that's fine. I don't know, let's try this again with those ceiling rats reduced. And maybe it would feel differently with a better telegraph or with a little like ant farm they go through to like give you a better idea of exactly where they're gonna drop. But I don't know, definitely the least fair one out of all of them. Because the red attack charges up. It like locks onto you and then has a delay before it actually shoots. The jumping rats come out of the sides of the arena. So you see them coming and they have predictable movement patterns for the most part. But the ceiling rats are a combination of hard to see coming and predictable movement pattern. This definitely feels more fair. Maybe the appropriate amount of fair. I definitely feel like I'm being pressured more. The only thing I would want is maybe... I think we can push the frequency a little bit higher if we reduce spawn counts. Ooh, this is a mess at the end. But he only hits once, so we're out of here. We're done. We won. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna push frequency a little bit higher and decrease the spawn counts. Because I like the general trend we got going on of less waiting around, more like frantic chaos. Six. Let's see, 3 to 6, not 8 to 12, but 7 to 10. And 4 to 7 is fine, and this is fine because this is like a sort of a dead man switch type thing. The level is technically over, or like you win when this happens. What was the other thing I was saying I wanted to change? I forget. Wasn't it? There was one other thing, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe I'll remember by doing stuff. But yeah, once we go through and fix the triangle glow thing, I think we can call this guy done and move on to fixing up another guy. Again, there's still visual polish to do here, beyond just the glow change I'm talking about. But, like I would want to fine-tune the rat particle effect more, decorate this arena better. And also improve the quality of these telegraphs. Maybe the rat shot one is fine, but the ad spawning ones definitely need to be more obvious. Oh, cool, lucky roll there. Oh, right, the other thing I wanted to change was I want to tweak the spew force a little bit. So it won't show here, but here I can restart to show it. It seems like pretty rare that he's threatening the center middle platform with the spew rats. So like this one he wouldn't. I'm more talking about when he jumps down. So he's about to jump down, right? And see, mostly they just clunk against the side. So all we need to do, I think, is make whatever. We'll search spew on land to see we're doing that. Spawn counts, this angle and stuff. We just need to tighten the angle so it'll have more up in his vector. So we'll go from 45 to 35 and just give it a bit more force in its range. Now this will bonk against the ceiling more, which looks kind of dumb, but I care more about the functionality of like better spreading out the rats across the playable arena. Ah, dang, it's really a problem when he's in the center. You know what's actually might be interesting? We know... Yeah, see, we know if we're in... Where's this angle? Okay, so yeah, all we have to do is we can have a broader spawn when we're on this upper platform, because it's something we know. And same deal with force. So we can call this spew angle upper at, well, we can even go beyond 45. We can say 65, like a very wide spew. That's what we would want if he's in the up center. And then let's move these to vector 2's. Spew force min upper. Shouldn't be constant. What was this before? Like 16 to 20? It can even be less than that. It can be 14 to 18. I think before I had to I was trying to pick some values that worked well for everything. But if I just check where I am, then I can get even better, like more fine-tuned values, contextual in the situation. Okay, and here we have float spew angle is equal to, we should just save this, bool b upper is this. Upser? No, upper. Okay, and then spew angle is b upper, spew angle upper, okay, spew angle lower, and spew force. Oh. Oh, I guess spew force we just have to roll. So I guess we would just get it as spew force range is b upper, k spew force mid, should be called range. Get rid of this. Oops, went to the end by accident. Okay. And then float spew force is random dot range, spew force range x, spew force range y. Okay, and then, oh, we pass it to the thing. That's fine. So, like this. All right, now we have slightly different properties for our spewing rats out, depending on whether we're on the upper or on the sides, where the goal of that is when we're on the upper, it should be more broad, threatening more of the arena. Seems fine. And when we're on lower, it should be more likely to make it up to this upper platform. Yeah, see, got more guys that even sped across. And the benefit there is being rats from here, this is the the way it's a trickle down, right? The center platform is the most threatening platform for a rat to land on. And that it's a place that should be threatened when the boss is not on it, right? If the boss is down low here, I'm up above him, I'm pretty safe except for the shoot attack, but I'm safe from the sides, right? So it's important that we keep some amount of threat going on that center platform. And it looks like we're actually overshooting it a lot of the time. So we even maybe reduce the angle a little bit and reduce the force. And I think we can still turn up the speed a little bit more. Okay. Looks alright. We gotta fix these glow things, but... I definitely appreciate the faster pace. And, you know, I'm rarely standing around like I was. Oops, hit my mic there. This is pretty dangerous, I guess, but it is the last bit, so that would be expected. Oh, we had one more boy get stuck. Poor boy, what happened to you? I think I can maybe give him 1 or 2 more health at this pace. Really, this doesn't count? Should, I guess, just move it slightly over to the left, like over to the outer walls. 8.5, let's just say 8.7. We can also increase that grounded radius a tiny bit. Cool. Okay. What was the other thing? Oh, right, give him like 1 more health. So this will just have him be on the final phase for 1 more hit, I think. And I think that's good. Oh, right. Glow stuff would be the last to fix here. So, on this visual parent, we find this knockback trigger object. And we can't use the default glowing sprite unlit anymore. We have to have like variants of it. So we'll call this glowing sprite circle. It's possible we'd want to incorporate this red glow into the particle effect itself, but haven't got there yet. Let's see if this fixes. Oh, I guess we added the new material, but we didn't put it on the wrap boss. So let's head back to our wrap boss object. Switch from glowing sprite unlit to glowing sprite circle. Oh, it's this. Okay, yeah, it looks pretty glowy. We fixed the direction of it. Or like so there's not so it's in the whole thing now instead of, ouch. It's not just in a triangle. Let's make sure we can get to the end of this. We should actually start over and time this. Stopwatch. I guess I'm not sure what exactly I think a good amount of boss time is, but I would imagine the bosses should probably be in the same neighborhood of each other, and having an idea of roughly how long each of them takes would be useful. So we'll start that timer. Switch back over here and just try our best to win. Let's see if we can get it perfect and not take any hits. Okay, here's our boy. We got rats going away from us. That's fine. I don't know. Oh, almost lost our perfect there on the jumping rat. Cool. Just coming our way. Sneak up back to the middle. Dodge the ceiling. Dodge the spew. Ooh, I jumped too early. Almost got hit there. Dash saved it. Oh wow, some of the variable speed of there was very noticeable, and it made that wave extra threatening. Uh-oh, I'm about to get hit. No! Alright, can we only get hit once? No, we cannot. Oh, I should have gotten out of there. That was so long coming. more. Those particles get too small and messes up the glow. Or like it looks aliasy. Alright, that downstairs is incredibly dangerous, but we did it. And I think that's about good. The only other thing to fix would be the rat projectile glow. So let's search projectile. I bet that'll be a good way to find it. Here it is. Yep, it's just using the default glowing sprite unlit that you can't really use. So let's copy one of these mushrooms, I guess, because that's the same base material we want to use. Oh, I forgot to check my stopwatch. It was something like 1:30, which is probably right. Anyway, we'll call it... Oh, this is the prefab. Get rid of this. Duplicate this one instead and call it matte glowing rat projectile. Find the rat. Ooh, I don't know if I can... How do I use rat 0? I might just need to go make it really quick. Actually... I would have to... You know, maybe I'll just do it like this with the circle. Does it look that bad? I mean, like, I should probably fix it later to use the rat, but I would have to actually make a little script to update its glow map and stuff. Anyway, what did I call that? Something like rat projectile? That definitely does not look right. What does it look like in game? This I don't like as well, where it bumps. I need a generic solution to this. I'm not going to do that now. So we're going to mark that as not done. And I'm not sure about this. So put this as a question mark. Put this as done. Put this as partially done. Put this as needs to be done and done with a note that since it's animated, needs a bit of extra work, should set up a general system to have animated glow map. And this is all good. Cool. Let's go over to our burrower. What's wrong with your eyes, my man? Burrow boss eyes. Oh yeah, it looks like I didn't matte glowing burrow eyes? Does that fix it? I guess I renamed the material, but it didn't get updated because I was doing duplicate shenanigans. Alright, yeah, we are glowing again. Sick. That was easy. So let's open up Burrow boss controller. You know, I think what I'm going to do with the spike thing is I'm going to make them all dash break, but I am going to reprogram the pattern to have rests in it and use the eye color to like really explicitly telegraph the pattern. So let's go to our little spikes. give them dash break. Well, actually, let's redo the let's set up the spike stuff first. So it's actually putting in the rests, and then we'll make them actually dash breakable. So where's spikes? Spike. So I think we should just have a, like, just, we can leave the sort of costs. I hate these errors. They're messing up. They're reducing the available space. And I'm pretty sure closing them does nothing because they're just constantly erring. Hate to see that. Hate to see that. That's the type of stuff that, like, I expect, unfortunately, as a result of upgrading to the new version with the cool features, but you'd really wish you could. I mean, this is 2022, right? We're in 2024. You really wish by this point we could get, you know, new stuff without significant sacrifice and reliability. You know, this never happened to me in 2017. Anyway, spike rest frequency. We'll just put freak. Okay. So we'll do it from, like, first every 2 spikes, then every, well, I guess first every other spike. Yeah, I think it's just maybe that standard progression, 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, we didn't need a value for that. We could have just used the phase index plus 1, but this is more flexible. It lets us change our mind later if we want to. Anyway, we got to go to our spawn spike thing. And we have a private int m spike rest counter starting at 0. And here we say, before we check the pattern, if m spike rest counter, oh, it's count. I'm going to make it counter so it's the same. Spike rest counter is greater than, here we get int spike rest freak equals pd spike rest freak. So spike rest counter is greater than spike rest frequency. Spike rest counter goes down to 0 and we early out. Else, if this, else if that, and then if we get here without earlying out, we say spike rest counter plus plus. Okay, so let's check. I see a console there. What's the problem? Is this still a problem after I save? Yeah, on 31. Huh? Oh, 84, column 31. Oh, there shouldn't be a comma here. It is the last parameter, and therefore you do not need a comma. So he's doing, like, spike, spike. So 1 spike, no spike, 1 spike, 1 spike. Yeah, he's doing like every other bastard. Damn you. Okay. Let's not worry about it. Because we got most of what we needed. Where... I don't know what this is. Oh, and it's not... It's old stuff. Anyway, what we want to do is get our sprite render at the beginning. MI sprite. We'll figure out how to get that in a second. But I want to see where the spike stuff is. That spike stuff we were just... I guess it's here because of the sidebar stuff. But where is this happening? If the spike timer is less than this. Okay, so what we want to do is have a warning time here, right? That is greater than 0. That we like have a warn about the spike, flip a bool, we did it, cool. Or it can just be like such a finite moment in time, you know what I mean? Where it's like you say, oh, you're not less than... You check both ends, so you make sure it actually ticked over this frame, but whatever. Here, when we dive, I think we also want to reset our rest counter. I was thinking about that. But then let's add in our telegraph. So let's grab our sprite. And eyes or something. Let's take a look at our layout to figure out how to get that. Burrow. That's the wrong window. This is a decoy. This isn't what I want. Here's what I want. Alright, it's just going to be the first sprite. Okay. Private bool m spike warn. And I guess I want a helper function to know what kind of spike I'm going to get. So I'll say private int get spike type, where we'll say 1 is large, -1 is small, and 0 is none. If this one turns 0, so if this one, this we have to get, unfortunately. This is 1. Nope. -1. And then I guess we should probably get like, we're gonna need the phase data. We can get rid of that. And instead call this like spike type. Okay. Because then the benefit is here now when we want to do warning stuff. You say if it's less than this, but else if it's less than this. We don't even have to flip anything, right? We can just set it to the other warning color if it's only going to be like half a second. So this means it's between 0 and .5, where we would say spike. Well, here we'll set it back to yellow. So this is eyes or something. Not color, but material. Wait, are the eyes also yellow? They should just be white, and they should glow yellow. Set color. its glow color, I'm pretty sure, to color.yellow. And in this case, we'll do different colors for different things, but let's just start with red. See if that works. And see why the console is unhappy. Oh, all right, we don't need this, we decided. And we still need this, I guess. We definitely need to transition there. Or maybe just make it longer before. Say const float k warn delay is 0.75f. And we check if this is less than warn delay, and then we get a t value, which is going to be equal to 1 minus and spike timer over half the warn delay, but also clamped to, I guess the spike timer over the warn delay will start at 1 and then go down to 0. So we want to clamp this between 0 and 1, and also we want to flip it, so it means like from yellow to this. So we can say color C is equal to 1.0f minus t times yellow. Don't we have gold? Or I guess not. Plus t times color red. Let's see if that makes a difference. We still might need to lerp back as well. We can lerp back a lot quicker, perhaps. Yeah, we need to lerp back. I need to see how it looks. So, in this case, instead of the warn delay, we want is this value. And we can, I lost my place. Where was I? Warn something. Okay, yeah. This goes here. And we use this instead. Maybe use that. And when we have different colors, you want to cache instead of just going. But for now, let's see if we can get it looking fine from red to yellow to back to yellow. am I still saying it's yellow in that other case? See, it'll start at 1, so it'll be 0, should say red, but maybe 2.5 is too short, especially since we're dealing with low frequencies to begin with. Yeah. This ain't it. Wait, unless... What are these frequency values looking like? 1.6, 1.4, 1.2. So yeah, 0.75 is too long. Or we just need to turn up the frequency, which I think is probably fine for this early boss. And it's gonna start looking ridiculous when we get down to 1 second anyway. Say 2, 1.85, 1.75, 1.5. Maybe I shouldn't even bother with small spikes. Let's try setting it up so it's red, orange, or blue. So instead of red, we should have a helper function that's private color get iWarn color, where we call our get spike type helper that we made a while ago. And then if type is 0, return color.cyan. If it's 1, we'll return color.red. And else, where we expect it to be -1, we return color.orange, which it looks like we don't have, but I think that's one of the colors I have here. Yeah. Oh, we didn't actually call that new helper. So here, where we do red, we instead do this. I guess this, we need the previous one. Dang, that's annoying. We just have to save it. Because once we actually shoot the spike, that'll advance all the like state counters or whatever. And well, we won't be going from our previous, we'll be going from whatever the next is, which will mess up our lurks. So distracting. I have to like go change it. All right. I don't know. It seems like red all the time. Just needs to be longer. Or maybe my math is wrong. Spike timer will still start at 1, but it'll get reduced to 0, which then goes back to 1. I'm just being flipped so many times, it's kind of dumb. But yeah, it should start at that previous worn color. Maybe this just needs to be longer. Yeah, I guess it seems like the way there is fine, but the snapback is not. Is anything setting it to yellow directly? Because I did have that before, but I thought I removed it. Yeah, these are the only two calls. Maybe in this case, give me T. And make sure that it's not like starting at a weird value or something like that. Okay, I cleared the console. I'm ready for his next one. Yeah, something's wrong here. Maybe nothing's wrong. Oh. This time is wrong because it's not accounting for this. It needs to be Spike Freak minus Warn Delay. And also, if Warn Delay is a part of it, then we also have to reduce it from the numerator, I think. That makes sense. Did I not hit play? What's happening? I missed a semicolon. Did I? Or there's just the wrong amount of parentheses now? Yeah. There you go. It's still snapping so hard. Oh wait, there's an error now though. What's your problem, error? Oh no, that's a bullshit Unity error. here. Instead, we're going to say if my spike timer is less than my spike frequency. I do not fully trying to understand what's wrong here. It's hard to just print stuff because it's so spammy. I guess what if I get rid of the idea behind these, where that it basically does a ceiling where you stay at the target value for a little bit, but maybe they're distorting my output in a way I'm not fully understanding. I just want to see what it looks like now. No, it's still pretty snappy. Take a closer look at the lerp. Could it be wrong? I don't think so. And looking at the output here, it seems like it runs the full range of values. Like we're 0.3, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 0.999. What is the lerp? Oh my god! I'm so dumb. No. I was debugging that for at least a couple minutes. Ugh. Well, that looked weird. I don't think that first one was... Oh, because there's no previous color, I guess. Now, I feel like he's not... This is better. This is so much better. It was because of just scaling and like camera sizes. One of his eyes is sometimes smaller. That's something I gotta fix, but... Bigger question. Doesn't seem like there's a proper distinction between orange and yellow here. Maybe I should make the default white, and then I can do yellow and red. So there's blue, safe, good. Red, that's giving me a... I feel like I maybe have mixed up small and... Yeah, I have mixed up small and large. Why is that, though? I thought type 1 was large. Am I wrong? Oh, yes I am. This is a lie. Now it's not. Wait. Yeah. Alright, let's see if that fixes our thing. So blue, we're good to go. Back to white, then yellow. Nothing happens, just going down. Okay, so now the other side of our check is wrong. I thought that might be the case. Yeah, I just read this backwards. Well, now, let me try and re-add my coefficients so we get like keyframe colors for longer. What about that? Because the idea is it'll travel between colors faster, but when it reaches its destination color, it'll like actually stick there for a second. Yeah, I think I like this better. Okay, and now I think we can turn up the heat a little bit as well. When we thought previously it was our frequency being too high causing those color bugs, and there still is some degree of that where like the absolute minimum is 0.75, right? Or whatever the Warren delay is, which happens to be 0.75. But we should turn up the heat, especially now that it's more predictable. And also maybe now I don't have to make those small ones dash break. So maybe, you know, I don't like that though. Like if he's doing it right as he comes up, then it's not really properly giving the warning. I think I just need to increase the burrow time. Oh, I guess it's variable, that's the problem. That's dangerous. also, if you actually had the laser beam here, the laser beam is this guy's worst enemy. Because I can just stand back here and zap him. But that's not actually... Oh. Yeah, it's definitely... There still is the pattern there if you want to memorize it, but blue eyes. Oh, I got him. I think that's a huge improvement. Dang, I really wanted to touch on most of the bosses today, so it's a shame we only got to 2. Because it is 9:15. I gotta be real about it. I guess we can maybe do... We're not going to do this. I'm going to do that offline. But we can maybe do this, fewer delays, like just by reducing our burrow time. Is that what the move speed is for? Burrow state is surfacing and blah 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 blah. Remaining time is warn delay plus surface shot delay. A different warn delay. That could be confusing. Play where warning. Move vec. Where does this move vec come from? It's either up or down. But we're setting the movement speed on phase change, I think, automatically through the boss base class. So yeah, since we are using a standard movement interface, then all we need to do, I think, to make it burrow faster is increase its movement speed. Let's just make sure that doesn't break anything. Let's also, what does this attack timer do? Huh? False when you're burrowed. True when you're surfacing. Okay, so this is the delay. So yeah, we want to reduce this as well. Just to make everything go zippier. Probably fine on health, I think, with it being so much more predictable. Actually, we can do another playthrough with a stopwatch. Try to win as quickly as possible. Start. I believe it's possible to get him before he goes under. Yep, first hit. Oh, that was dumb. It matters. Free shot. Oh, I should have paid more attention where he's surfacing. Shot. Aha. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get him before he runs here. Oh, okay. His eyes stay at the end, and also another thing is his dash bonk on that last hit turns off. So we're gonna have 2 notes about that. Eyes remain after death. Need to add to anim. And by the way, that was about 120, or not 125, a minute 25. So that's like roughly in the range of what we want, I think. Eyes remain after death. Need to add to anim. And the other thing was dash bonk dies on last hit. Does not bonk player probably will, because if they're getting used to the bonk and then the bonk doesn't happen, get hit by back spew. Okay. Not less health, because it's just going faster, so it's fine. This I'm going to say done. Not decided to keep current stuff, which is much easier to follow with telegraphs, I think. Alright. So, I knew in my heart this was a overambitious list, and this was probably just going to end up being the beginning of my list for offline work this week. But, you know, 2 out of the 4 are not that bad. Wasp probably has the most work left to do. Spider is in a decent state. All this is minor. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to do this now, but I gotta call it at some point, or I'll go to bed super late, and then you know, can't be messing up your sleep schedule like that when you're a old age working adult. Anyway, so yeah, offline. Like you heard me talking about earlier in the stream, I am targeting end of this week to get a feedback version out to my friends, family, and stuff. And what else is required for that feedback version? It would just be finishing this boss polish list and finishing this boss polish list, doing the slight design changes to the Meadow, just some changes to the rat enemies, some burrower fixes, and making the platforms as a whole a little bit more threatening in the beginning. Then we have to make damaging items work against bosses. And that's it, I think. There are visual things I'd like to get in there, but those are the 3 core design things that really should be in there for any like gameplay oriented feedback to be meaningful and useful, because the overall experience gameplay wise is representative of like my intentions. Another thing probably the top of the list visually that I'd want to get in there would be doing some more camera shake stuff and camera zoom stuff. I think the feel of getting stuff, attacking stuff, could really be improved with that slight amount of camera shake and maybe slight amount of camera zoom on kill. It just, I don't know, it doesn't feel like anything when you kill stuff sometimes. It spawns world money, which is that's cool. There's some fun element of chasing after bouncing world money. But I do want just every enemy kill, every dash hit to just feel weightier. Impact particles are another possibility there. But that's all. We're already in the realm of nice to have. The realm of must have is just these boss changes, Meadow design fixes, and making items work with bosses. And you know, I am famously bad at estimating, but I think that is reasonable to target the end of the week with if I really spend my Saturday and Sunday on it. It seems possible to even get into some of that visual stuff. Anyway, just sort of doing the typical outro rambling here. So yeah, this will hopefully be a really solid week of offline work. I'm really going to push to get that feedback version out, and then it's great that I finally can get like a fully representative slice of the game in some people's hands, so they can tell me what I got to change, tell me what I should emphasize, tell me what I should de-emphasize. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see like what people consider to be pros and cons, what people consider to be cool versus boring and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Next week we'll probably, depending on how good this week is, maybe we'll be moving on to some visual polish thing, like maybe UI polish, maybe that camera shake stuff I was talking about. Maybe adding glow to more places. There's a lot of possibilities. Um, but yeah, we really are finally getting there. Reasonable expectation of playable version in someone's hands other than mine. End of week. It's very cool. Thanks for tuning in. You can find me on Twitter, itch.io, YouTube, all those sort of places as Quiet Bench Zen. We stream in Tuesdays, and the goal is by the end of the month, I'll have a public feedback version where we sort of like take some feedback from the friends and family version to polish it up a little bit more, and then just put it up on itch. So like, might be playable soon. Might be playable soon. I don't think that's unreasonable, but I've been wrong in the past, so I guess we'll see. Yeah, that's it for me. Have a good night.